Today, we're Polish police maxing. Let's get into it. Down on the ground! Hi, hey, hello, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing another video on another gun from my collection. Something that I really wasn't planning on making a video on. I was trying to think of something. I was going through, looking at all of them, thinking, what do I feel like making a video on today? And couldn't really decide, and I saw this thing sitting in the back of the safe, so I was like, you know what? That would be a pretty fun little thing to shoot. And then I looked and I was like, oh, I don't have a whole lot of 9mm Makarov, so it's not going to be a whole lot of shooting, but enough to kind of give you an idea of how this thing works when I think about it. So today we're going to be talking about the Polish P-64, also known as the Polish Makarov, also known as the Walther PPK clone, because it kind of shares similarities with both, but it is its own unique design. I will go over that in the history section. But for now, I just kind of wanted to showcase this thing, talk about what it has on its little quirks and features, which it's a pistol, so there's not a whole lot here to cover, so I was just going to go over this pretty quick. So going from the front to the back, starting off here, barrel, very PPK-ish front barrel. For a while I thought it was more of a Makarov, and then I was like, oh, I've never shot a PPK, and then I saw a picture of one, I was like, okay, yeah, I could definitely see the comparison. I'll flash a picture up on screen, show which I'm talking about. I have the front sight here, a little tiny blade, little small thing, see right there. This one is actually a 1972 dated model, which I do find pretty nice. It's in great shape for how old it is. I also have the matching holster. I'll show you all that here in a second, but for now, we'll just talk about the gun. So it's got this nice little check ring up top. Got your rear sight there. It's got this very small sight picture. It's not meant for super far, obviously. Plus, it's shooting 9mm Makarov, so it's not exactly be a sniper rifle in your pocket, so you ain't got to worry about that. But here we have your trigger guard, which has a takedown similar to that of a Makarov. If you've ever taken Makarov apart, you know that this is very similar to how it takes down. We have your, well, you will notice here a lack of a slide release. There's no slide release on this gun. The slide release is actuated when the mag's empty by simply pulling the slide back. I'll show you this. Here's, like I said, here's an empty mag. So, put that in there. Locks back on its own. And then if you want to release the slide, you would either take, your mag out or put a new loaded mag in, and then pulling it, there's a little arm that moves out of the way and goes back home. So, also have a decocker on this because it is double action. Single or double action, you have a decocker here. That is your fire. This is your decocked. So, show you that here again real quick. Just hammer safe, flip the switch. Well, if you pull the trigger, hammer would go off, but decock it here. Didn't pull it all the way down. There we go. Hammer falls. Got a very dummy, very non-functional trigger when that's held down, which is intentional. So, typical. Load it, decock it when you want to fire. Take it out of your pocket, switch that decocker off, and then pull the trigger and fire. Which I will say off the bat, this is probably the single heaviest trigger gun I've ever shot in my life. When this thing's in double action, I'm talking, you're probably pulling like a 20-pound trigger, which might sound like an exaggeration, but I don't think it is. I mean, it's a super heavy trigger. I want to say it's like 22. I'll show up on screen. I'll tell you about make sure, but it's like a 20-pound trigger on this thing. So let me show you again. Like, look at this. Oh my God, that is. I mean, it's not like fighting for my life to do it, but I mean, I do want to accentuate that this is a very, very heavy trigger on double action. Single action, I like that. But showcase this. Like a 3-4 pound trigger is not terrible on double, so I'm not going to do much more dry finer to that, but I just wanted to show you. So grip, here's the grip. It's pretty small to hold on to. It's a little jumpy. It kind of wants to punch the back of your hand if you don't have a nice firm grip on it because of how small it is, because this is a 6-shot capacity. So here are the magazines, which I'll go ahead and show you that. 6-round, single stack. Funny enough, some of these are actually numbered. This one actually is, this one actually is modeled. I don't know if you can see it there, but if you can see it, there we go. Sun is not helping me out today. But you can see the 05328, which also matches with the number on the slide here, 05238, or 328, sorry. Yeah, 328. So this magazine is matched, serialized to the gun, which I do like a lot. So we'll go and show you the holster now, just to let you see, because that's the cool thing that this came with. So let's show you the holster real quick. Another thing I forgot to show you all, my bad, is the mag release. So this thing doesn't use a normal push-button mag release. It uses this older style little tab here that grabs onto the back of the mag. So just wanted to go ahead and show you that because I forgot to bring that up, but that's what it uses. Alright, now we got the holster, put the gun inside. So this is a very nice leather holster. Got your belt loops here, got this belcol here to hold the thing shut. Fold it open, sure enough, oh, sorry about that. Sure enough, open it up. Got your gun in there with an extra mag. So this thing actually holds 2 magazines with the going of the gun and this one here. So you take it out, slides in, no problem. But funny enough, I've actually looked up, these things are still carried by some people as concealed carry guns, or, you know, personal defense guns, which I can kind of see why. I mean, 9mm Makarov is no slouch of a round, mind you, but it's one of those things like, compared to, you know, modern day offerings like, you know, your Glock 43s or SIG P-365s or whatever your other subcompacts that you offer out there, you know, double stack, 9mm Luger, same size, a lot more power. But, I mean, I could see the appeal. It's not the most unheard of thing. So, but it is pretty neat. So, yeah. And then you got your, like I said, you put it in the holster there. So, that's the holster. Put her back in real quick. Buckle her in. And there you go, nice and tuckered away. Alright, now welcome to the history section of the video. Today we're talking about, as I've said, the Polish P-64. So in this section of the video, we're just going to go over a small little summarized snippet of the history of the gun, as well as its use, potentially, and even, you know, pop culture references, if there are any. Spoiler alert, there's not many at all. So let's go and jump straight into it. So the P-64 is a Polish semi-automatic pistol designed to fire 9x18. It came about as a military competition for a new service pistol in 1958. There were 2 prototypes that were revealed, or that were tested. One called the Model M, which was a 6-round capacity, chambered in .380. And the Model W, which was a longer barreled version, still the same round capacity, but it was chambered up to 9mm Makarov. So they did testing between the 2 guns. They decided to go with the Model M, except they did make a request to scale it up to the 9mm Makarov that the Model W was using. It would become adopted in 1965, entering service with the Army, Police, and Security Forces, replacing their Tokarev pistols they were using. It still has some use today. They do have them in some of the inventories in the Polish Armed Forces and their police services over there, but they did end up replacing it eventually by their main handgun modern day, which is known as the WIST 94. Which I've never seen before. This is actually a pretty neat looking gun. In terms of countries that have used it, obviously Poland. They're the ones who designed it, so they have the most use of it. They also sent about 1,000 of them to Lebanon and Vietnam. Funny enough, the Viet Cong were using them too, which is interesting. And the U.S. probably has a lot of them because of the surplus market. Now, mechanically speaking, the P-64 shares some similarities. People compare it to the Makarovs, they compare it to Walther PPKs, but mainly just on the outside, because mechanically speaking, though, it's a double action blowback operated. The takedown is similar to that of a Makarov because you got to pull down the trigger guard to help for disassembly, but it is completely its own unique gun. So I did want to say that. Lastly, let's get to the pop culture references. I'm going to go ahead and make this real quick. There's none. There's like one real one, and that's from the show Person of Interest. It was used in one of the earlier episodes, so I'll put that out there. Beyond that, nothing really of note. So, yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it. If there's probably more detailed stuff out there, but for what we're trying to get into, I just wanted to give you a little brief rundown of it. So let's go and get back to the regular video. Alright, so now we've done the history section, we talked about everything. Let's go and do some shooting with it. I'll go ahead and put the holster back on, load up some new mags. I don't have a whole lot. I only have like a box or so of 9mm Makarov. I don't have a lot. It's hard to find nowadays, especially. Mainly the place I can find it's like gun shows and whatnot, but we'll go ahead and do some shooting with it, just show you. And I even have some new targets to show you today. I'm going to shoot it too. Got some nice silhouette IPSC, I think they're called IPSC targets. The cardboard ones you've seen on a lot of different bigger channels. So I'll show you those and do a bit of shooting with it. So let's go and get loaded up and I'll do some shooting. Alright, so I've done a little bit of investing as I'm trying to grow this channel and whatnot, and I invested in some targets. So these are your typical silhouette, I guess they're called IPSC targets. I don't know, I think that's the name. But, you know, just cardboard. I've shot at it a few times already, and this is actually all from shooting the P-64 in the earlier parts of the intro. They're right there. Those two were from the shoot, reload, shoot, which I'm only about 10 yards, 15 yards away at the most, so it's not super far away. But, you know, not especially given how small that these little sights are and stuff. It's not terrible, but, you know, so. Anyway, I'll do a little bit of shooting at it, just for the fun of it. I got my steel target there. It's about on its last leg. It's the frame's not going to make it much longer. So, but yeah, we'll do some shooting, and we'll just, you know, see what we can do with it. So, let's do it. All right, so now we're back to about 10 or so yards out. We're just going to do a little shooting, see what we can do with it. So, make sure it's loaded. Safety's off. It's not loaded, actually. Now it is. See what we can do with it. Go back to that one. A-zone, A-zone, A-zone. Line break, I think. A-zone. She's empty. So we dropped the mag. Whatever that's new in here. Put that on one back. Don't want to throw it on the ground for no reason. Take it again. Loaded mag. Lock it in. Resets. Come back to that steel. Missed it. There we go. Ow. There we go. Let's go for a headshot. Ooh, headshot. Ooh, another right in the neck. All right. Let's just see what we did. Nothing crazy. Well, let's just check it out. Cock it. Back of the holster we go. All right, let's go see what the target looks like. All right. Again, like I was 10 yards away, just doing what I could do with it. Whoa. Oh, it's just flopping around. It's fun. These two are already there. This one, those four were part of it, and then these two also. So that's not bad. It's what, 3 A's, 4 A's, a B, and a C, I guess. That's not terrible, given what I was doing with it. I haven't shot this thing a whole lot. I probably don't have 100 rounds on it. So, but yeah, it doesn't want to punch the back of your hand. You got to make sure, it reminds you, you know, to grip it tighter when you're shooting it. So, one of those could have been me not holding it right, but we'll worry about that, you know, later. Let's go back and do some more with it. Might do some drills here in a sec, just see what we can do with it. Just, you know, let's see if we can do like 6, what do they call that, a bill drill? We'll try and do, I guess, a bill drill, 6 shots really fast, as fast as you can. We'll do that and just see if we can get 6 shots right there in the center. So, let's do that real quick. Okay, now we got the target taped back up. I got my timer on me, got my beeper, good old beeper. So we'll do the bill drill just to see how fast I can shoot and if I can get all 6 in the A zone just from here. I'm gonna do it with it out of the holster and the hammer cock, so I don't have to do that first shot, double action, because it's like I said, 20-pound plus hammer or 20-pound plus trigger, and it's like not accurate when I shot it first. Because give an idea, the first time I did that little intro bit, I was trying to shoot that target from 10 yards away. I couldn't hit it because I kept pulling on it so hard, and I could not consistently hit it on double action. Like 7 or 8 tries, but I got it. So either way, hammer's cocked. All right, let's see how fast we can do this. All 6 in the A zone, if I can. Alright, tell from here that was terrible. Let's look at it and see what it looks like up close. Not good. I'll tell you that. Let's take a look. If I get this thing shut. Alright, not good, as you can clearly tell. 1, 2, 3 A's, 1, 2, 3 C's. That one was almost in the D, or Delta, I guess. Could have been better, but 3 out of 6, I mean, all on paper. And again, these sights are not the best in the world, but I can only blame them so much. So, but it is what it is. Let's do a couple shoot, reload, shoot drills just for the fun of it, and finish up on maybe just unloading what ammo I have left. So let's do that, and just for the fun of it. All right, now for this next one, I'm going to do some shoot, reload, shoots with the speeder or with the beeper, and this time I'm going to do it from the holster, but I'm going to leave the holster fastened because I'm trying to do it, I guess, as realistic as you can make it. But it might just do it unholstered. It doesn't gonna make that much of a difference, but do it with the hammer decocked, and I'm gonna try and see. I don't know if this is gonna be awful. I can tell you already off the bat. So let's just do a couple, see what happens. So, all right. Oh. 9.76. I got 1 in the A, 1 in the C. Both were hits, but not terrible. I don't know which one was the first one I hit. I could make the bet that the double action shot was the one that was in the Charlie, but I can't 100% guarantee that being the case. So we'll do a couple more times, see what happens. So let's do that real quick. Not a fan of dropping the mags, but I'm trying to be as fast as I can. I'm not worried about reholstering them. So, all right, 1 in the Alpha, 1 in the Charlie. Let's try this again, see what happens. That one was in the Alpha. All right. Both in the Alphas. Okay. 9.42. I mean, given what I'm dealing with here, I think that's acceptable. I got 2 more rounds left. Let's just see if I can do it. Let's this time do it. Let's do this one just in my hand. So I'll just do it hammer ready in my hand, just as fast, just purely reloading and shooting. So we'll do it from the low ready. Oh, neighbor's up there. I will stop for a moment. All right, now let's do this last one. Just from the ready position, or low ready. So I'll shoot. I will have to reload out of this. So that's gonna make it a little awkward, but it's already out, so that should knock a second or 2 off in theory. But let's see what I can do with it. So let's turn, okay. Oh. Not great, not great. 8.5 seconds, 8.47. That's faster than it was, but not by much. I kind of fumbled it. I'll go and show you where they're at. Just let you see what I did. You can take my word for it, but I'll show you. I taped over a couple. I was waiting for some stuff to pass in the background, so playing it safe. All right, these are the last 2. That was with the already out and ready. I went ahead and taped because, like I said, I was worried about something in the background passing time. So this one was, this was one, and then, this one and this one were 2 that I just did, or the first 2 were here and here, and then the second 2 I did were here and here. So and this is the last one too. So I got both Alphas, which is pretty decent, but that's pretty much all the drills I'm going to do for now. Let's just go ahead and finish what little bit I got off and just have fun with it. So yeah, let's go and do that real quick. All right, just reloading here real quick. If you just want to, just a little side thing while I'm reloading, just want to say while I'm doing this, thanks to everybody who's been watching. I do appreciate all the attention the channel's been getting. It's been growing slowly, but growth is growth, and I'm not going to complain. So thanks for all the support as you continue to watch. Hopefully stick around as I do more cool stuff. But unrelated to, if anyone wants to know what I'm shooting out of this, because there's not a whole lot of 9mm options, this is what I got. I got the S&B 9x18, which shoots really good. I do like it. But put that in the holster. Yeah, we'll finish off what we got and have some fun with it. Let's just do like a range test. See if I can go back and hit that metal gong. It's a 5-inch gong, so see what I can do. Just if I can get back to 50 yards, I'll be extremely surprised. So let's just do that. All right, we're 20 yards away. We already did 10, so we're just back to 20 now. So let's just see if I can hit it, just for the fun of it. I hit something because it rattled. I don't remember hearing a ding, but oh, it's empty. I hit it that first shot, I think, because I saw the thing shake. Unless I hit the stand. But I'll take a look. I want you to come along with me for a second. I want to show you something. This has never happened to me before, ever. I want to show you all this first, so. You switch. All right. So there's the target, right? Definitely seen better days. Target's definitely seen better days, like I said. This is what I found. This is the bullet, and I wasn't here before. And it was laying right in here, just laying in there. I don't know what happened. I'd never seen that before. But that was the craziest thing I've ever seen shooting up here. This is crazy. It's so weird looking. I'm gonna keep that. Oh, I say that as I drop it on the ground. All right, pick it back up. Yeah, I just wanted to show y'all. That's crazy. All right, let's back to, so I'm gonna count that as a hit. Because that was a once in a lifetime thing. I'm gonna count that. Let's just go further back for the fun of it. All right, now we're at 30 yards. Stand a little downhill. Let's see when I can hit it. Nope, ow, hurts. Okay, that hit. I heard a clear ding there. Let's move back to 40. All right, we're at 40 yards. Shooting a little uphill, but there's still a berm behind it, so I ain't gonna worry about that. I'm just see if I can hit it now. I'm trying to make this as easy on myself as possible, so single action only. If I can grip this thing. All right, that hit. That definitely hit. Let's try the mythical 50. I don't think this mag's about out, but we'll just see where we can go. All right, now we're at 50. All right, 50 yards. Missed. Okay. I'm seeing dirt flying up behind it. Oh, gotta probably take the old mag out before I put the new one in. So. Let's see if I can hit 50. I don't know, no clue where they're heading. A little higher, maybe? A little higher. 2 shots left, come on. And one more. Nope, failed. All right, well, that's every round that I have. So, that's all I can do for now. So, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'm going to continue making videos as I can. Like I said, Cthulhu progress is being made slowly, but it's being made. Got more guns on the way. Got more stuff to do. I do have a video coming up in the next couple months I'm going to be looking forward to making. It's going to be the first of its kind. Probably like a once-a-year thing I'm going to make if I make it. But hopefully y'all will enjoy it. I think it'll be a pretty fun thing to show. But that's all I got for today, shooting this thing. That's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. See ya. So now that we've done that very exhilarating, or exhilarating, God, I can't even a freaking word. So now that we've done that very exhilarating history section, God, words, dude, I can't think of nothing.